What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another live Tea Talk session. And before we get into it, this one is live, but I also put up 2 pre-recorded Tea Talks earlier today. So make sure you go check those out on my YouTube channel. I did a Tea Talk session on last week's episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Bell Collective, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. So check those out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe while you're over there. And right now, our live Tea Talk is on last night's messy episode. Thank you for checking in, Sam Sports. Last night's messy episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, child. This show, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all all, all my platforms act like, oh, this is trash. Why are they still why they're still playing this, or who's still watching this? But clearly you guys are watching, because whenever I post about it, the shows that I get the most comments of, this is trash and nobody's watching it, be the shows that I get the most interactions, views on. And that would be Love and Hip Hop, whatever franchise, and Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. So clearly you guys love these shows, even though it must be a guilty pleasure that you're not willing to admit. But we are streaming live right now across Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And be sure to put your comments in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on last night's episodes, that I give you my unsolicited thoughts. Thank you, Tori, for checking in on Facebook. We're going to get into it. Let me pull up my trusty notes. I have a lot of them, as you can see. I had to watch it again this morning. Like, did that really happen? Is that really what was going on? I really had to make sure, but let's get into it. So, on last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, Shay, she came running home from her conversation with Zoey. In case you need a small recap, Zoey, who is another cast member on the show, went to Flo's skincare store launch, which I told y'all last time. It's just giving, let me get another LLC so I can keep acting like I got all this business credit to be fake buying these homes, honey. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But Flo had like another grand opening. How many grand openings have we seen from her on the show? What is her third or grand opening? But like I said, let me get off the subject. She had her grand opening event for her skincare cosmetic line. Latoria said facts. Exactly. We be peeping it, Latoria. But Shay was there, and Zoey pulled up on her to let her know that Zoe's blood sister came to her, letting her know that she had been having conversation on Instagram, through DM, text messages, FaceTime with Fabo, Shay's baby father, who she told us last week we were haters, and that, they're the hottest couple in Miami and we don't want to see them together, when really we just don't want to see you hurt no more. You've been on our screen being hurt for decades now. So we just don't want to see that. And yeah, so she went home to confront him because, Zoey let her know that her sister had been talking to him. And also she pulled a pregnancy test out of her damn clutch, saying that her sister could be possibly pregnant by Fabo. So she runs home to confront Fabo about it. And the interesting thing about it to me was when Shay first, the whole thing was interesting to me, but interesting enough when she mentioned to Fabo, like, Zoe's sister said she'd been talking to you, what's up with that? And he's like, I don't know this girl. And she said right after that, you know this girl, like, you know what I'm talking about, as if maybe she had came across some of their conversations or questioned him on it before, or something made her say that. I'm not sure what, but her gut and intuition was telling her that something, or that he knew this girl. So he went from saying like he don't know the girl to, all right, I had conversation with her about her doing my hair. What? Is she a stylist or something? Why why would he be having conversation with this girl to do her hair? I mean, to do his hair. I don't know. Lady Whistle Down. What is it? What is your name? Lady Whistle Down of Atlanta. all right then, said, like, girl, what was that about? They never even seen each other. Like, we're gonna get into it, but it was a weird, it was giving weirdo vibes for sure. But he switched up, he switched up his story about 3 times in that conversation. He didn't know the girl to that he only had conversation with her. And then it was the only conversation that they had or initiated from getting his hair done. Out of all people in the world, stylists and shops and beauty parlors and anywhere else, barbershops he could go to, he decided to talk to Zoey's sister about getting his hair done. And then his accent switched. And I said to myself, as soon as his accent switched, he always has his Jamaican accent, but when he turned it on heavy, I was like, oh yeah, here come the lies. He said, y'all don't laugh at me, but he said she mad gal. She said, mad gal. And he said that, again, it was just for doing hair. And Shay didn't believe it. She was saying if she found out if any of it, remember, she said if she found out if any of it was true, she was going to be done with him and the relationship. And he looked scared, not scared because I don't think he's scared, but he looked like, oh shit, I'm caught. What is Sam Sports talking about on Instagram? He said, why OJ security guard give the police the recording of OJ admiring to ending them women? What? I don't know. But that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. But yeah, he looked nervous as if he had been having some conversation. And we're going to get into what that turned out to be in a minute. Victoria said, do you see me? No, I don't see you. Is that what he said? But yeah. Also we saw Angela and her man, or better known as, I haven't seen that. I will say, like, I was doing my kids' hair really quickly before I got on here. So there's video out of there's video out that OJ was admitting to unaliving Nicole and that guy. Are you serious? I have to look into that. But I haven't seen anything because I went straight from working to straightening the girls' hair real quick. They have pictures with Santa Claus tomorrow. So I'm trying to get them ready for that. And I wanted to get their hair straightened before I came on here. So I didn't see that about OJ, but I'm definitely gonna look into it. Oh Lord. I mean, did we not already know that? I mean, I know we stuck beside him, but did we not already know that? Let's be for real. Joseph said, thank you for checking us. It made me want to go listen to Sean Paul when his accent switched up. Child, it was so quick. Latoya said, that's what Fabo say. Oh, Latoya said, oh, this OJ thing is really going down. Latoya on Instagram said that this is what people tagging me about. Let me go see. Yeah, must be. I got to go watch it, child, as soon as we done here. And I'm going to just call you Lady Whistle. Lady Whistle said, why Angela and Bobby look like twins? Or was it just me? They definitely have lost a lot of weight together. They definitely, I don't know if they've done plastic surgery. I know she's not wearing the fillers anymore, but all of the cheek and strong jaw, they could favor each other, and they both got the same hairstyle. But yeah, Angela, also known as Black. You don't see it. I have to look into it. But Angela, also known as Black China, her and her man have made it to Miami, and he wants to get back into party promoting. I thought he was down there to complete his album. He seems to be Grammy, I want to say nominated or awarded, like songwriter for big artists, and he's working on he's getting his Carrie Hilson and Neo on where they're behind the pen and then they want to get in front of the mic and be seen. So he's working on his album. And I thought that's what he was down there for. So, want to see how this plays out. We know Angela has been sober, working out, getting into her religion. And I don't know how that's going to play out with him wanting to get back into promoting parties and drinking and doing all of that. We'll see. Hopefully, I really want this relationship to work out for her. They are engaged now, so hopefully nothing too terrible happens on the show that she hasn't already seen or knows about. But they seem like a cool couple, but they have made it to Miami, and we'll see how his party promoting goes, or if it conflicts with her sobriety. We also see Amara last night. We see Amara on the set of her daytime show where she's like a host, co-host. It's almost like a Latino, she said a Latino, The View, where there's a panel and look up in the audience, and who is in the audience? Marlon, the Haitian sensation, has come to see Amara, and he's sitting in the audience clapping. And he wanted to stop by and talk to her. Now, y'all telling me that Marlon went online and got a ticket to be in the audience for that show. Y'all better stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Latoria said before we move on, she's talking about Black China. She said, do you think Angela Mann kind of wanted her to be on the show? Something seems off. I don't know. It wasn't a direction that I thought she would go, to be honest, especially where she is in her sobriety. But it could be something that she's doing to support him, to help promote his music or album, it seems like, because they don't even really live there full time. She just opened a whole like beauty shop in LA. So it definitely seems like something really to just help support him, but not something long term that they'll be in Miami. But yes, Latoria also said Amada is a garden tool. That's why everybody keep wanting to mess with her. They know she will give it up easily and easy to manipulate, child. Not the garden tool. But yeah, Amada, and like I said, Marlon did not buy no ticket to be in that audience, but whatever. Or even go online to get himself reserved to be on that show, but he was there nonetheless. So after the show, he wants to talk to Amada about her telling Flo that he was flirting with her, as he's flirting with her right there on the set of this daytime TV show. They took a break or whatever. They was off to the side. And he was flirting right then. And he brought her flowers and he made her a cake. I guess while he was being the nanny chef gardener at home, he decided to whip up a side cake for Amada, child. But he was definitely flirting. I don't believe that Amada was flirting with him and she came on to him as he told Flo. But he definitely was flirting. Y'all want y'all husbands bringing another woman flowers and a homemade cake? Yeah, okay. Is it Canelo Barb? Canelo Barb said, yeah, it gave a little scripted, just a little bit, They might have said, let him get a seat in this audience because he want to come see her. We want to film that way. And it'll be great promotion for your daytime show. It might have went that way. Just a little scripted, just a little bit. But he was definitely flirting with her there. And Amada seemed into it, that she was going to flirt with him back. She wanted to get under Flo's skin. She knew this was a way to get under her skin after they had their altercation. So she's with it. He's telling her how he does all this stuff at home to get his marriage back in order, and it's not working. That he's, like I said, being the chef, the nanny, the gardener, picking up the kids from school. Sounds like you're being what you should have been before. Anyway, and she said, he tells her that he's a mechanic, but he can fix homes too. He's handy with his hands. And that he can help her, and she's flirting back saying, yeah, I got a few pipes that could be fixed, when really, when they, hey, Summer's Finest, thank you for checking in, but really when they flash to Amada's home, like, girl, you need a whole construction crew. I don't even know how you living in that house with what we saw with the walls all tore down, sledgehammers everywhere, piles of cement or whatever that was. Like, sis, that looks like a hazard. It looks like an asbestos hazard. Like, you should not be in there yet. You need more then Marlon to come in there and help you with a few pipes. It's a whole construction demolition that is needed. But he signed up to help her, and she's willing to take the help so she can get back at Flo. Um, what else did we see last night? Oh Lord, y'all had a lot of thoughts on this, especially on Facebook. Like over 20,000 people viewed and is discussing it currently. But we saw Liza visit her daughter. We learned last night that we already saw that Liza and her daughter doesn't have the best relationship. She talked about it a little bit more last night, that she had her daughter young. She was out, hustling in the clubs, dancing, trying to make money to support her when she was younger. So she wasn't there a lot. I don't necessarily get that though. If you're in the club at night when your young daughter is sleeping, I don't get why that means you're not there during the day. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts, but I didn't understand the translation. But anyway, she, doesn't have the best relationship with her. They're not close. And then also we saw Liza really lose her shit last season when she found out that her daughter, who was apparently in school or doing well in life, got hooked up with this boy that she got a record from. She was caught stealing with the boy, and then she ended up pregnant. And I understand Liza saying that she wanted more for her daughter than what she had, or, she had her young and she didn't want her daughter to do the same thing. And she really was not on board and upset and mad when her daughter told her that she was pregnant. I hope you guys can hear me. My mic keeps slipping down. I'll make sure I'm talking to, but yeah, so she goes to visit, and we learn that her daughter delivered the baby early. So the baby, she's premature. She's in the NICU right now. And Liza has not gone to see the baby. In my head, I was also saying, is that a little scripted? Because how? I I I do not judge, or I try not to judge anyone's path in motherhood, because as moms, or that's just something that is like an unspoken code of something that you really don't do. You don't judge anybody's mothering skills. You don't down anybody's mothering skills. But I just truly could not understand your child having a baby. The baby's in the hospital, and you sitting there telling her, yeah, I ain't had time to go see her because I'm working. And for the whole conversation, it was she said the baby's name one time when she had to ask for pictures. She didn't have any pictures of the child previously to her coming there, but she asked to see pictures of her, and she kept saying the baby or her baby, and she said the baby's name, never her grandchild, which was a little alarming to me, I would say. And just her just saying like, yeah, I want to arrange to come see her. What do you mean arrange? And you haven't seen your grandchild who's in the NICU yet. That was just really strange to me. And it was sad that you don't have that relationship with your daughter, or your daughter's telling you that, look, I wish you would have been more present. I need your support. You haven't come to the hospital. You don't have time to go to the NICU, but you have time to be on camera fighting with Flo and her sister. You have time to plan a whole push party, because she ended up saying like, I'm going to throw you a push party since you couldn't have the baby shower. It was just not making sense. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, but y'all had a lot of thoughts in the comments just about that situation, which overall just seems really sad. I'm trying not to tear Liza down, but it was kind of like you say you working, but I ain't seen Liza selling no houses. So what is she doing? It just really didn't make much sense to me, y'all. It really didn't. And it was overall sad. I don't know what else to say about it, but I hope they can fix it. We see more of them after, well, not of the daughter, but of the push party later on in the episode. We'll get to that. What else did we see last night? we saw Snoop. We saw Snoop meet up with Hot Topic. Snoop is Trina's cousin. They meet up because she wants to tell Snoop about, well, Snoop wants to tell Hot Topic about his conversation with Trina's husband, Swerve. I didn't think it was really necessary for a whole meetup. I get it's for camera because he really didn't have much information to give her because he wasn't telling him anything. The only thing they had is that the only news that she had or he had for a Hot Topic was that Trina's married. And Hot Topic looked that up. Do you guys think that Hot Topic put that out to the blogs? Because it was right after that conversation that it was all over the place and everyone was aware, even family, without Trina telling them. Did Hot Topic put that out? I don't know if I missed that because she seemed very upset about it. And I said, this is definitely going to ruin their friendship just because she keeps talking about her husband and all of this stuff without having a conversation with Trina, and it's kind of seeming behind her back. So Trina's probably going to be upset with that. But do you think that Hot Topic put that information out? You let me know. I kind of did. But it's out now, so it will be addressed on the show. And also wondering, guys, I wish I knew how to do a poll on here, but I'm also wondering, do you guys think that Swerve is Swerve only with Trina for his music career, or is he like, do you guys really think he plotted to be with her? You let me know. Because he's also supposed to be into real estate, same like Liza, and flipping homes, but we don't see him flipping no homes. We just see him on here rapping and with Trina 24/7. So you tell me, what do you think? Do you think Hot Topic dropped the news to the blogs? And do you think that Trina's husband is there genuinely, or is he out for something? I'm curious on your thoughts. So when you watch this, if you're not watching right now, you can always comment, let me know. And if you are, comment right now, you can comment live in the chats and I will read your comments. Amada finally, someone goes to visit Trick Daddy in the hospital. Trick Daddy has been in the hospital pretty much since the first episode. We're on episode 3. Trick Daddy was in the hospital and no one has gone to visit him. I said that on my last recap of Love and Hip Hop Miami was, why hasn't anybody gone to see Trick Daddy in the hospital? Not even Trina. She that wrapped up in this dude Swerve that she can't go check on Trina. But it just seems like, I don't know. I am doing my podcast, man. Y'all hear my baby? This is why y'all gotta help support me so I can get out of the basement and stop getting harassed while I'm trying to open a Capri Sun, child. Sorry, guys. Here you go. Thank you. Don't up. You're squeezing it. Thank you. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy. These kids, I tell you. But where was I? Because she just threw me all off. But yeah, Amara goes to visit Trick Daddy in the hospital. Nobody has gone to see him. Not Trina, not Snoop, not anybody. Hot Topic on the last episode was talking about she ain't been able to go see him because she been working. Everybody's working, but ain't making time for people. So I just thought that was really odd. But Amara did go see him when she found out. And what did you find out, Toria? Let me know. Did you see it? But yeah, I don't know why nobody's going to see Trick, but he did tell Amada that he's cutting everybody off because Trina has her heads in the clouds. She's on cloud 9 with this guy. She's not focused. He didn't expect nobody to come see him, but luckily Amada did show up. But I did ask that was my last question to y'all on my last recap of Hip Hop Miami was, why hasn't anybody gone to see Trick Daddy? So you can't cut your family and friends off for a man. I don't like when people do that because men come and go. Even if they're there, you still need the support of your family. So I'm hoping I asked you guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Trina is being played by this dude Swerve? Is he genuine? Let me know your thoughts because cutting people off like Trick Daddy, who's been there, that's your family pretty much, and not going to see him in the hospital, that's wrong. So you want to hold on to people that's been in your life that long, seriously. But what else? Amara car breaks down last night, and I am pretty sure that with that huge Escalade truck, Amada has access to AAA, or she has roadside assist through her insurance, something. But apparently not. She had to call Marlon to come rescue her from a damn dead battery that just needed a jump. It was nobody at she was doing a television show. There was no one there that could give you a jump. It had to be Marlon, who come all the way down there, who happens to have his battery thing to jump your car. I mean, I guess people keep them in the car, but that's what it was. You would have thought her motor fell out the way she was acting, but all of that for a dead battery. But he comes and he saves the day, and she's talking about how she feels so alone. And this just makes her further feel alone when she's, a damsel in distress and no man there to help her. And he's sharing how he feels about not being appreciated by Flo. And it seems like they're just growing closer and closer. And it just ain't right. He's still married. And at this point, she's saying she felt bad for trying to get under Flo, use him to get under Flo's skin, but that she's seeming like she's really falling for his foolishness. The Haitian sensation strikes again. I'm reading some of the comments. Victoria said, "No, Trina is the one playing. I saw a preview where she say leave her and her family alone, as if this man don't have to take care of his kids." Yeah. And you said also, did you hear Bobby say what to bring to the baby shower? No, what did he say? Oh yeah, I did hear that when they finally caught up, and Angela, and he said, "Let me know what to bring to the baby shower." I don't know if he was being funny, facetious, because he felt like he wasn't in the know or what. But I did hear him say that. I don't know if she is pregnant or not, but yes, I definitely heard Bobby say that. We also saw last night Liza planned that push party. She brought her daughter a car instead of just going to the NICU. And Tip was talking real, real shit to her last night. Like, you can't buy your way out of those problems. If you have to fix the relationship with your daughter. And it starts with you just being supportive and showing up at the NICU. Because what happened was Liza's daughter didn't show up to the push party. She ended up saying, like, listen, I ain't coming because we're not that close. We're not gonna play like we're close for the cameras, and we're gonna let the people see who you really are. So Liza gets totally upset, not about that she's just not coming. It's because she spent $50,000 for this party, and she spent $35,000 on the Honda truck that she brought her, when you could have just supported for free and not spent that money. But I, I, I feel where her daughter coming from. Real talk. Victoria said Trina is busting out of clothes. She remind me of a skinny girl who think they still skinny, but now have extra meat. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm glad the daughter said that because it confirmed what I thought. Liza only care about the show and don't care about her child. Yeah, I don't want to make assumptions, but I am, that it seems like maybe the child with Future is maybe the prized possession, and that this, her oldest daughter was not had with a rich guy that's going to get her money. And it also, in my opinion, kind of speaks to what Tip said in the past and what kind of person Liza is, that I'm starting to believe the turkey. I believed it anyway, if you want to get honest. I'm starting to believe the turkey baster situation, her really targeting Future to get a check and check baby. Like, she seems very out for self and not anyone else. So I'm starting to believe, like I said, I already believed it, but believing it more and more and more. Tip does try to explain to her, like I said, that she needs to take accountability, which she was not. That, she needs to stop trying to buy love and just be there and own up to what she's done. Maybe have some counseling with her daughter and really try to mend the relationship. But she got upset with Tip. She said, F you. And it was given. She got mad because she was hearing the truth. That's the bottom line. So we'll see where the relationship goes and what turn this takes, being that her daughter did not show up to the push party. Did she keep the card? Did she end up giving the card to her? Are they able to move forward? We'll have to wait and see. Main event last night was Zoey meeting up with Fabo and Shay. And yeah. And she said, yeah, she did. She said, F her daughter, F Tip, F the party, all of that, all of the above. But yeah, main event last night was Zoey at her photo shoot. And she had Fabo and Shay stop by to talk to her sister. But she has her sister on FaceTime or video chat because she felt like, Shay and her sister, that would be a dangerous situation because her sister is allegedly pregnant and she didn't want Shay to put her hands on her sister. So she had her join for safety reasons. They put up the little disclaimer that for safety reasons, they had her join via video chat. All to find out that what safety precautions. I mean, the woman could be pregnant, but we find out that she has had conversations with Fabo. They have, or allegedly, she did show Zoey some of them, but that they had conversations. They've been FaceTiming and talking. But he asked her, "Have we ever met in person?" And the woman says, Bianca says, "No, they haven't met in person." So what the fuck are we doing? Why are we wasting such a great storyline of deceit and betrayal on some lies? So Zoe's sister Bianca got her up there looking stupid. Shay is now, threatening to go through the screen, and that Bianca's lucky she's not there in person because she'd be done smacked her because this is her real relationship, not fake for the cameras, like, apparently Fabo allegedly told Bianca. But she is saying, like, you came in, you disrupted my home and my relationship for something that could be a lie. Now while the pregnancy part is a lie, or they didn't see each other in person, I still think Shay should look into the conversations that he had, because this woman was saying that now she don't have no credibility now after that. But she was showing Zoey some type of text messages of him saying he loved her, that the relationship with Shay is fake, it's just for TV. So, and she did say at the beginning, right, that if she found out any part of this was true, she was going to be done, right? So I know she's upset, and rightfully so, because this woman is out here lying on her man, but it ain't all lies. And I feel you. Latoria said, I feel bad. Keep checking my mic because this thing keep moving all over the place. I don't want it to cut off. But she says she felt bad. Let me put it up here. I feel bad for Zoey, but I don't blame her having her sister back, no matter right or wrong. Yeah. Prim, where you been? Thank you for checking in. I literally went to my inbox. You probably won't believe it, but I went to my inbox like yesterday looking for our last messages just to say hi and to check on you, because I haven't seen you as active as normal. I know you've been in your bag and all of the above, but I just wanted to check on you, and I'm so glad you said, because I could not find our message. I was like, I'll just start a new one. But I definitely was just looking for you to just say hi. So, hey, girl, hey. But yeah, I agree with you guys, or you guys. Hi, Lily. Thank you for checking in on YouTube too. How are you? But Zoe's sister was dead wrong for putting her in that situation. I probably would have just said, you know what? I apologize, guys. I was going by what she told me. I'll, talk to her to the side. But trying to get up and fight Shay, I get it. I get it. That's her sister. I don't have sisters, so I don't know the sister code. But your sister embarrassed you. And while I would not have checked my sister while they were there, calling her a liar and all of that and threatening to fight her, I get why she jumped and said, you ain't gonna fight her, but girl, you lied to me and got me in here looking foolish. You gonna have to deal with that because you about to fight me at this point. So we'll see once Shay calms down if she decides to go back and talk to this girl or at least find out, get the messages and see, because it was giving she wanted to break up the home because or whatever he said to her, and she needs to be aware of that because this woman did not drop out of the sky, and there's a reason why she went through the lengths of lying. Latoya said Zoe needs to fight her sister, but don't let nobody else touch her. I feel you. And I can agree with that, sister code. Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass when I get to you, but I ain't gonna let Shay or nobody else talk bad about you or get to her. Prim said, how many times is she going to let that man play in her face? I don't know. And she walked away as if she was vindicated in it. Shay, like, yeah, you ain't never even met him in person. Like, but he still was messaging, sis. I want her to pay close attention. Read the signs, read the writing on the wall, and talk to this girl and see the messages and the proof for yourself. Because yes, she may not be pregnant, but there was definitely some inappropriate conversation going on, I believe. So we'll see where that goes from there. Bianca got some explaining to do. So this better not be the last we see of her. She definitely needs to come to the front. Come on to the front and explain what is going on up here that you would do something like that on national TV and embarrass your sister and yourself. Really, is who you really embarrassed. But yeah, I don't know, Prim, how long she gonna let this man play in her face. She seemed like now she's just gonna keep on rolling with it because he ain't got no another baby. But we need to talk to Bianca. We gonna need to talk to her. All right. But guys, that is my thoughts. It was a great episode. I always enjoy Love and Hip Hop. The straight foolishness, toxicness, all of the above is always a good time on Love and Hip Hop. So I'm enjoying this season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. And y'all know that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is coming back in January. They taped already, it's finished, it's coming from them in London. We'll see if this show was already taped, but they're filming again, it looked like, with Bambi and her new man, Ray Face. He's buying her gifts left and right. He gave her a promise ring, and when I saw the video, somebody's phone took the video. It looks like that was being filmed. So I'm assuming that this new guy is going to be on Atlanta. And I'm hoping that Scrappy's new baby mother, Shakira, is on Love and Hip Hop as well. I would love to see it. I really would. So we'll look out for that. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Love and Hip Hop Miami episode last night. I also, don't forget, I put up 2 pre-recorded episodes earlier today for you guys. So my thoughts on last week's episode of Salt Lake City, I put that up today. My thoughts on Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville, these past episodes. Tori said messy boots. Yeah, I love the mess. That's what makes the show interesting. That's what we watch for. Don't act like that's not why. But yes, my pre-recorded episodes are up. I'm catching up from Thanksgiving. I'm almost caught up. I have to do, and I'm gonna do another pre-recorded episode for Love. What am I talking about? For Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. So y'all to look out for that. And I will also do an episode on tonight's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I gave you a sneak peek earlier today. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Go to my YouTube channel. Link in bio on Instagram, on Facebook, and make sure you like my videos. Please like my videos. Please share them and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. All right. Now, before I get out of here, as always, I will definitely check my inbox. Sorry, I saw you. I saw you know I'm going to check my inbox when I leave here and see what everybody's talking about with this OJ stuff, girl. If I find something, I will let you know. But before I get out of here, if you have a business or a product that you want me to promote on my social media pages or be a sponsor for the podcast where I promote your business or product on my shows, all of them. If you're interested, you can message me, DM me, or email me what you see above, reality, or down here in the corner. Wait, that corner. reality_recap at yahoo.com. Thank you, Prim, for checking in. I'm so glad to hear from you. And all of my day ones, Latoria, Lily, Prim, thank you guys for checking in and chatting with me while I did this live. I really do appreciate it all the time. And yeah, how do you support for free, guys? Follow social medias for all the up-to-date reality breaking news, recaps, episode highlights, everything you need right on my Instagram and Facebook. Now, before I get out of here, as always, what do I say? Reality TV stars are humans too. Don't forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Y'all make sure y'all look out for my episodes tomorrow on Real Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Beverly Hills. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.